I went to a WNBA game. I'll say it, dude. A lot of guys are afraid to say it, you know. And I will say that I promised my father on his deathbed that I would not go to a WNBA game. That was like his one promise or whatever. And I felt like, yeah, of course I won't go. And he goes, oh, if your mother found out you went to a WNBA game, she'd roll over in her grave. And I remember being like, well, mom's not dead yet. And he's like, she's dead on the inside. That's what he said, dude. So I was like, whoa, Dad. That's crazy. I mean, maybe, but that's crazy. But no, I love you, Mom. But I went to a game, man. I went to a game this past weekend in Las Vegas. I'm a Kate Martin fan. I'm not going to sit in the closet anymore. I am a Kate Martin fan. I became an Iowa Hawkeyes female basketball fan. I did. And a lot, for some people, it's almost like admitting that they're using drugs or whatever. For me, it's not like that. I became an Iowa Hawkeyes fan. Female hoops. I mean, they put up way more points than the Iowa men's football team. So right there, if you even want to see a point scored, you got to watch them. If you're even anywhere near Iowa City. So, but yeah, so I went to a Kate Martin game and I got to see her play, dude. And I was fucking excited, man. I'm not going to, and I'll say this is the best thing. The best thing that I didn't realize is some of the players, as a guy, you're sitting there, you're watching the game. And first of all, it's super relatable. And I'll tell you why. Because a lot of times you'll see the women driving to the hoop and they can't dunk, right? They can't dunk. And that's fine. But to me, it's the most relatable thing I've ever seen. I can't dunk. At this point in my life, I can't dunk. So if I'm going to the hoop and I got a layup, there's nothing more relatable to a white guy than driving to the hoop and you can't dunk. So at that moment, I was like, holy shit, this is the most relatable moment of my whole life. I can't really relate to all those bangers that are out there in the NBA. All those Beyonce Carters, baby, them Vince Carters. I can't, I can admire it, but I can relate to it. But when you see somebody coasting through the lane or trying to figure it out, catching a bounce pass, and they're going up, and the only thing they can do is lay up, bruh. As a white, off-white, semi-Nicaraguan guy, I can relate 1,000%, dude. So that's one thing that I realized it was so relatable about the games, man. The second thing that I thought was really fascinating is, as a man, some of the players, you're attracted to them. You're watching the players, and a lot of they're women. So if you're a man that likes a woman, then you're. So it's weird. So it's like, at the men's game, that never happens. I'm just kind of marveling at the athleticism. I'm hoping that none of the players are trying to bang my girl or whatever. Just usual shit. But at the WNBA game, you're like, damn, shawty. Does shawty want a comic? It's different. So I realized that. I thought that was interesting, just to have this element of like, oh, I'm attracted to some of these gals, bro. And some guys would be like, I would never be attracted. Bro, go to the games, dude. Go to the games, bro. See if some of these beautiful broads don't hit a 3-pointer and your butt starts sweating a little. All right? Live your life. Oh, paper. So yeah, so just been praying about a lot of that kind of stuff, man. But those were some things about the WNBA game that I really loved. And I know it sounds crazy to say that. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Dad. But Asia Wilson broke the franchise record. I didn't know there was a franchise, but it doesn't matter. She broke the franchise record. And this is one of the best things that the WNBA has going for it as well. I think, this is my opinion. My opinion means nothing. It means nothing. You could feed it to a fucking baby. You could feed it to a Bichon. But the fact that the best team in the league right now is in Las Vegas. So you have so many people that are just in Las Vegas that are there, touristing. So if they go see a team, bro, they're going to see the best team. So I'm not sure if that's by design. You never know. That's the dark arts, is the people in the distance. You don't know what they're doing. But yeah, it was there's just so many different little elements that kind of happen at a WNBA game. And some people are going to chirp me or whatever for having gone. Look, I'm an underdog. That's where I'm at. So, but yeah, it was okay. I had a great time, man. It was fun. And I'll say this, the games are a little shorter. It's a little quicker. And you're attracted to some of the ladies on the court. So, it's like, damn. And it's just, there's a different thing going on when you are a man at the game, I think.